The tortoise. I've been thinking about this animal quite a bit lately, and obviously the obvious traits, right? That it has a hard shell, it's strong-willed, it's slow in its movement, it's slow to process. And in thinking about this animal, I also thought about the tortoise and the hare. That famous story that everybody knows, right? Where the hare was so fast, but it eventually lost the race, and the hare was slow and meticulous, but eventually it beat the hare in the race. And in thinking about this animal, this beautiful creature that is so meticulous in its movements and so thoughtful, I likened that a lot to me because I am slow to process, and at times I've been somewhat evasive and aloof, which might have been misread as naive, right? And in that capacity of being aware of my environment but not really knowing how to react to it because I'm slow and meticulous in my thought process, the actions are being done and I see them and I have head knowledge, but I'm struggling to digest them into my body. And there's a disconnect between what I'm seeing and observing versus what I'm feeling. And in thinking about the tortoise and likening that to my own journey and attributes and characteristics, you guys know how the tortoise recedes within its shell. I don't know in what environment it does that, but it does. It also struck me that I would also recede and retreat into myself. And that is what I guess gave the environment around me, the people in that environment, the opinion that I was okay with the way things were because I'm physically present but emotionally disconnected. And in retreating, just like the tortoise had the crown chakra because the head is completely within the shell, the third eye, not able to really see what's going on and deduce and make sense of it. The throat chakra also receded within that shell. So in my instance, feeling shunned, rejected because of what I had seen, but not being able to connect it emotionally and not being able to express it through the throat chakra, and therefore feeling like there's no point in even saying anything and being silenced because of that, or silencing myself in most instances because I didn't feel like I was safe enough to express how I feel. In retreating in the shell, the heart chakra also retreats. It's now under the body, under the shell of the tortoise. So you've hidden your heart away. You have guarded your heart, right? You've put up boundaries. Nobody can access it. Nobody can reach it. Your solar plexus as well. Your creativity, your thoughts, your opinion, your expression, your gut, your instincts, your intuition is completely shut off as well. I think when people look at you and this is your expression where you've completely hidden yourself away. Your expression, your sight, your voice, your opinions, your creativity are hidden away. Or thank God for me, in my instance, being a writer, I'm able to express in a different way. There are opinions that are formed about you that are not necessarily true. Things like, she's aloof, she's naive, she's gullible, when all I really am doing, and I'm able to see it now, was protecting the chakras, the higher chakras actually, that are so important in your energy and what you carry and your power, and that power that you carry within those higher chakras. Obviously, the root chakra as well is hidden away in the shell of the tortoise, so you're destabilized. Your grounding is completely removed, as well as your sacral chakra, right? And people see your shell and they think tough nut to crack, hard shell, stubborn, silent, powerless. And narratives begin to form about you because they're judging you in that instance based on everything that you have hidden away, which essentially is yourself. and your essence and your true authentic nature. But what they fail to realize is that in retreating within, it gives you the scope and the perspective to look at your life and to look at yourself, to look at the traits that you like about yourself, that you celebrate about yourself, that you recognize within yourself as things you might not necessarily have had before. But now you're like, wait a minute, music, hey guys, that thing can heal. Music in that shell, ibile in a soundproof sound system. The lyrics hit you, move you, connect you back to you. Your thoughts connect you back to you. So while people are running and thinking, oh, Ibile, she's been still for a long time, she doesn't really know what's going on, she's disconnected from the external world, yes, because I'm connecting internally with the things that I really, really love in here. And being stuck in the same spot, not moving, I am still. And when you are still and silent, you hear the voice of God so succinctly. And you form that bond and you form that relationship. And you're able to get divine instruction and run with it. Run, excuse the pun, and sit with it and execute it, right? Because in your being still, this is where you hear the voice of God. You are so attuned to Him that it's like, oh my gosh, you'll never leave me nor forsake me. I hear you, I trust you, I see you in this moment. And as you connect to yourself as well, with the things you love in your shell, with the music, with the food, guys, I love food, with the AC, perfect room temperature, not even arguing with anybody about it being too hot or too cold. It's the environment is honed for you, specifically for you, because you're in the shell. What the environment around you does not recognize that there is a time that you will pop your head back out to see if it's safe. And when you do, you're not just popping back out recklessly, but you're popping back out with your crown that you harnessed within internally, your third eye, your observation, your ability to clock it, to clock and observe and make sense of things, because now you're connected, you're aligned with yourself. You can see and observe, and you can connect that to your heart chakra in a way that makes sense. And you can speak on it through your throat chakra. Your solar plexus is open. You're open to new ideas, new ways of expression, because you see yourself differently. Your sacral is protected because of the purity that was within that shell that you were supposedly hiding in, but you were actually retreating and retrieving parts of yourself and recollecting parts of yourself that might have been misaligned before, and bringing all of this back to remembrance of who you truly are, and grounding yourself now to stand and rise and elevate and level up through the root chakra that is now grounding you and giving you the stability to do so. I love the tortoise. Do not underestimate the pace of the tortoise. Do not underestimate the aesthetic of the tortoise, that it is moving slowly because it's got this hard shell that it's carrying on its back. That shell has got surround sound in it for the music that you are playing in your head, in your mind, in your being, that is sustaining you throughout this retrieval of your true essence. Do not underestimate where people are in their journey because of what it seems like to you externally. It seems like they're hiding. It seems like they've retreated. It seems like they're aloof. It seems like they're naive. Let that be the case. And if you have been in a position similar to mine, use that time. And when I say similar to mine, I'm reminded of the video that I just recorded now as well, about mining internally what you excavate externally through time. There is a thread here, a continued thread, about taking the time to retreat within yourself as and when necessary, as and when the environment is disconnecting you from yourself and misaligning you from yourself, encouraging you to reconnect back to yourself and giving yourself the tools and the time to do so. So that once you've collected within yourself what you need to now emerge from your shell, you have the stability through all your chakras and the alignment through your identity to do so in a manner that is safe and secure and stable and prosperous and viable and aligned with the true essence of who you are. Welcome to your journey. I hope it is a long and prosperous and sustained one. If you would like to speak with me at any point about where you are, perhaps get a different perspective through my experience, and perhaps there can be a shared experience or an alignment or a different perspective altogether, I am happy to do so. There is an email in my bio that you can contact me on, or alternatively, you can DM me and I will be in touch with you that way. If you feel called and if you would like to donate to this platform, I would greatly appreciate that. Kindly DM me there as well in the DMs and put the word hello, and I will reply with the appropriate details. And to everybody who is watching this journey of the shell that you once wore as armor, now using that armor to stand on top of and project your voice and speak from a place that is resonant, I congratulate you on your journey. I acknowledge you on your journey, and I celebrate you for where you are in your journey. Keep going.